Good afternoon, comrade subscribers. So I wanted to do a playthrough of the rather excellent Balderdash clone on the COMiX-35, but I've run into an issue with the PAL setting. So I've got my board set up for PAL. I've got a 17.73 megahertz crystal here. There are three settings for PAL, well, for the video standard. Jumpers 1, 2 and 3. So all three jumpers are set to PAL at the moment. So let me start video recording. We'll start the screen capture. Power on. Okay. So let's switch to. Okay, there's the reset. Okay, so this is the latest version of BASIC so that we can use the high-speed connector. Problem is when you press a key, it doesn't stop. Like even return. Interesting effect, isn't it? So reset again. You can, like if I wanted to load something, you can, if you're quick, you can do that. So I can actually load something. So let's load send file. Let's load Balderdash. Send file, and away we go. It should only take about 30 seconds. So the shimmering you see as well, that's because I don't have the C12 variable capacitor installed. So I'm going to sort that out. I'm going to get that, install that. But yeah, so I have experimented. I can stop by setting jumper 3 over here to NTSC. I can stop the key repeat happening. And there's a very good reason for that, which we'll have a look on the schematic. Oh, okay. Now if we go RUN, there we go. And Balderdash. I don't think am I capturing the audio? No. I'll turn the speaker on. So now, yeah, so it looks good. The problem is, again, you press a button, it just keeps going. Like that, so it shouldn't be doing that. So again, it's a key repeat issue. Okay, but if we switch jumper 3 off, magic. And we can play the game. So actually, let's play a bit. Okay. And we still actually have the PAL color scheme, so it's actually, I always do this. I always go through the top there. So let's go through there. Am I going to block myself in? So that's one thing I've noticed about this Balderdash, is that you don't get squished. I don't think you get squished. That was, like if you go over here, now I think normally the top block there should fall on me, but it doesn't. Okay, so falling block does kill me. Okay, I just tested that. All right, let's go on to the next level. Yeah, I'll block that off as usual. So that should fall down, shouldn't it? I can't remember. The door open now. Okay. Anyway, game continues on. So let's reset out of this. So actually that's with that set to NTSC. What about if I power off, power on? Okay, because when I was doing this before, I was getting the bottom row repeated. So I'm trying to figure out why this jumper 3 has a reason for that. But you can see now there is no key repeat issue. If I set it to PAL, key repeat, you can see the colors are a little bit off. Key repeat, okay. Switch jumper 3 and magically it stops. Now there's a reason for that. Actually, so one thing I wanted to check actually, what was the functionality of the power? There's different functionality between, no, it's the same if you do power off or reset. So it seems like you do what you want. So, well, yeah, you need to basically have it set to NTSC. And the reason for that is, well, we'll have a look at that now. Let me just stop this recording. Okay. And we'll switch over to the computer. Okay, so let's have a look at the schematic. I think we can kind of understand why the problem is happening. So first of all, let's look at the keyboard. This is the keyboard schematic, and this is the CDP-1871, which is the keyboard encoder chip. And we have this mislabeled. It's mislabeled in the data sheet, not mislabeled on here. This is correct according to the data sheet, but it's called RTP. And it's an output, as you can see here. So if we look onto the data sheet, I'm already on the page, but yeah, CDP-1871 CMOS keyboard encoder. You can see here RTP pin 35. But if we go down, it actually should be called RPT, which makes more sense. It's the repeat output flag, which is used to indicate that a key is still closed after data has been read from the CDP-1871 keyboard encoder. It remains low as long as the key is closed and is used for an auto-repeat function under CPU control. This output is normally connected to a flag input EF1234 of the CDP-18, so the 1802 CPU. So if we go back to the schematic, which page was it on? It was on page 5. Yeah, so here we have this RPT, RTP, whatever you want to call it, connected to EF2, which we can see going up to here, EF2, which is on the 1802 CPU. So that's obviously the auto repeat there. So when it's set to NTSC 1 and 2, you can see we've got this D flip-flop here, so connected to ground, so low. So it's a low input, and we've got reset connected to the set toggle. So the output, okay, so if we've got it set to NTSC, okay, so this is what I understand, there's diode D2. So we've got RTP coming in, we've got a 10K pull up, pull down resistor, whatever. So to me that indicates that this jumper 3 can override whatever this RTP or RPT output is based on this. So for example, I assume when we press the reset button, maybe that's the issue. I've been pressing the reset button. I should try just turning it on and off. So I'll try that after this. But to me, like we've got this Q dash output or Q bar output, the inverted output. So it is blocked. So this does nothing. Right? Is that right? Does nothing? So current is flowing this way. And it's not flowing. Of course, Q bar or whatever is also connected up here, which then goes into here. But then when we set it to PAL 2 and 3, then the output flows up here and pulls down this line, which is active low. So effectively, what happens is when we press a key, the auto repeat function is on, even though we're not holding the key down, because this is always low, I guess. So I don't really understand. Is one of these diodes around the wrong way? I don't understand the purpose of this in the first place. Why do we want PAL to automatically have auto repeat on for? I don't understand that. Maybe it's something to do with the way the CPU resets or something, but because then you've got this D3 up here, which goes to the interrupt line up here. It goes down here. So again, this output, the diode's around the wrong way. We're blocking the output, so this has no effect. So yeah, I know. It's not obvious that I don't follow this, but I've never proclaimed to. But this is, so I guess this is why we've got the auto repeat when it's set to PAL, is because of this here, active low, pulling down this line. I just don't understand the purpose of it. Yeah. So yeah, maybe these diodes are around the wrong way. I don't know. Should they be that way, or should this D1 be around the other way? But then again, then what's the purpose of this at all? It's not because these are outputs, aren't they? These are outputs. Q's the output. D is an input. So, but why would the key repeat be affecting this? So maybe this D1 needs to be around the other way. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the key repeat, maybe this, well, this goes down up to here, and this, maybe this is the reason it's supposed to be going down to this here. But then why wouldn't you just connect that up to that? I don't know. I don't know. But that's the reason. So let's see. So just a quick look at the diodes that are in question. Move that up like that, I think. So this here is diode 2, there's diode 1, there's the switch, jumper 3, PAL NTSC. So yeah, we've got diode 1. So we've got cathode north as per the silk screen. And then we've got diode 2, cathode south, also as per the silk screen. The other related part, if we have a look over here, oops, where is it? R15, and this is the 1871 keyboard encoder, so pin 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35. So pin 35 is the repeat, which then is connected to here, which is then output here over to the switch here. So D1, we have a look at the schematic again. So D1 is, well, yeah, D1 is the PAL related one, that is taking the low signal and bringing the repeat active low. D2 is the NTSC one that seems to, I don't know, be opposite, seems to be blocking this. So maybe, I don't know, should D1 be also the other way around? Maybe D1's the wrong way around. This one. Maybe I need to put it in around the other way. I don't know. I'm not clever enough to design things like this. I think I've got it set up. So I've got, so that's R15. Let me just grab the schematic. So R15 is there. So the repeat, so I've got it on the other side of the repeat actually. So I've got it set to there. Then I've got pin 5 and 6 there on the flip-flop. Really only need pin 5, don't I? So that's pin 5 there. And then I also have pin 23 on the CPU. So which is the input, the auto repeat input basically. So repeat output, auto repeat output from the keyboard encoder, auto repeat input to the CPU, and then the output of the flip-flop when I change this switch here. Let's see. Okay, I think I've managed to outdo myself. Confusing myself. Actually, where was ground? Ground, I disconnected ground by mistake. That's ground. Put that on pin 2. So when I connect the probe up to the input, EF2, the problem reoccurs regardless of what setting you have it on. How strange. So if I connect, so it's pin 23, 20, 21, 22, 23. And it's not shorting anything as far as I can tell. Or even if I hook it up to R15. So R15 then connects into pin 23. Got ground there. I was monitoring the Q and whatever, but it does what you expect it to. Oh, I can put it back on because it doesn't make any difference. Hang on. D1, which is brown, is pin 5. So that's 765. So that's Q. And that's Q bar or Q inverse, or whatever you want it. Okay, so if I start start recording the screen, and then shift, start recording the screen here also. Okay, and power start. So power on. So we're set to PAL. Okay, so press the reset button. Okay, press return, press a key, and auto repeat goes. So then if instead, let's power off, put to NTSC, press a key. Ah, the problem's happening now on NTSC. Okay, power off. So if I remove that one, problem's gone away, but it still happens on PAL. How strange. I'm totally lost. Let me stop recording this. Stop this. And stop recording the screen. So yeah, interesting. So the solution at the moment, if I power this off, get all these off, seems to be because if I run it in NTSC, I don't get the full screen. So what I need to do is boot it in PAL. Do what I need. Boot it in NTSC. Do what I need to do. Oh no, I can't. Then switch it to PAL, but I can't. No, start in PAL. Start in PAL. Then switch to NTSC. Then start doing everything. That way, I'll get the PAL screen, but I won't get the auto repeat issue. Have I confused everyone? I've confused myself. I don't understand. Let's see. I think it's interesting. Okay, bye for now.